Hey ink drinkers, how are ya? It's been a while. I took an extended break from BookTube, but I am back and I'd like to share with you a tiny book haul and my current reads, and we'll move on from there. For Christmas, I received a Barnes & Noble gift card, and I also had a little bit of Christmas cash to spend. I wanted to spend most of it on needs rather than wants, but you know, a bookish girl has got to do what a bookish girl has got to do. So I grabbed myself a couple of books from Barnes & Noble. Now, this was the first time I've been in there in forever, and it was kind of instant regret for me because it was so busy that day. But I found a couple books that I had been interested in, and I'm really excited to dive into these. I'm currently reading a couple of other books, but I'd like to dive into one of these as soon as I'm done with those. The first is What Moves the Dead by T. Kingfisher, and this is part of a series. What was it called? I know you guys know because booktubers know everything before I do. The Sworn Soldier series. So I don't know how many books are in this series. If you know, let me know. I know there are at least 2 because I saw 2 at the bookstore. I thought about getting both, but I want to dip my toes in first to see if I really enjoy this author's style of writing and subject matter and all that stuff. So I'm gonna give this a try. From my understanding, this is a Gothic retelling of The Fall of the House of Usher. That's all I need to know. I like to go in pretty blind. Sometimes I read the backs of the books, but if I've seen something around in a positive way within the community that I love and respect, then I'm gonna give it a try. The other book that I picked up is one that I've had my eye on for a while. I really enjoy this author, and so I am certain that I'm going to enjoy this, especially after all the amazing reviews I've seen out there from my bookish friends. It is My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. So basically all we need to know is that it's like an unholy hybrid of Beaches and The Exorcist. My Best Friend's Exorcism blends teen angst, adolescent drama, unspeakable horrors, and a mix of 80s pop songs into a pulse-pounding supernatural thriller. Really excited for this. I love some nostalgia. Some of my kids and I are on a Stranger Things rewatch, and we're really enjoying it. The first season I absolutely love. Love the 4th season as well. The 3rd and 4th season as well, but there's nothing quite like that first season. They just did it so perfectly in my book. The creep factor, the nostalgia, the music, just the whole vibe of the first season, awesome. Anyway, so hoping I get some of that, not necessarily that exact vibe, but those nostalgic vibes with the creepy stuff mixed in this book. And I absolutely love this cover. I am currently reading Frankenstein. I had purchased a pretty edition from Amazon a few months ago, and I am just now cracking it open. I kind of wanted to read it before I watched the Del Toro movie, but I didn't get to it first, but that's okay. I'm seeing similarities already. I'm still in the kind of the letters section, and from the captain to his sister, and so I'm not far in. I wish I had more time and energy to read. This is the edition of Frankenstein, and I absolutely love it. It's the Peter Popper Press edition. It wasn't too much. I don't spend a ton on books, so if you're looking for something pretty for your shelf, I'm actually reading the pretty edition. Yes, I am. I don't care. I bought it to read, and I'll display it however it ends up looking when I'm done. But this was not the 1818 edition. I wanted to read that, but I've got the 1831 revision. And so I'm happy, and so far I'm really enjoying it. Seeing the similarities, like I said, to the movie, and I'll do a little review. Do I need to review Frankenstein? I don't think so. I'll do kind of my bookish opinion on it and kind of compare it to the movie in a future video, possibly. No promises, because you know me, I like to disappear sometimes. But be on the lookout for that. I'm sure I will be in the mood at some point to discuss Frankenstein, the book versus the movie, because I love doing those types of videos. Also, on a whim, I decided to kind of scroll through and find something to read in my Kindle the other night. Was it last night? The night before? I don't know. Time kind of just blurs together for me these days. But I decided to scroll all the way back to my first downloaded book. And I don't know why I chose this as the first one. I think there were some others that I deleted thinking that I wouldn't have room if I added more. I don't know. When I was new to Kindle, I didn't know what I was doing. Still don't. But I just started this. Don't have a solid opinion on it. But I did read another book by this author. Couldn't tell you what it was. I'll pop a picture up here if I figure out which one it was. And that was pretty entertaining. I remember not really feeling connected to the characters in that book, but I enjoyed it enough to give him another shot. So I'll read you a little bit about this book. I'm not going to read the entire description because it's pretty long, but we'll get a general idea of what this is about. There's a community in Oregon that has a lot of successful career people, perfect families. For years, up-and-comers Liz and Owen have admired their good friends and neighbors, Carol and David. They appear to have it all: security, happiness, and a beautiful young son, Charlie. Then Charlie vanishes without a trace, and all that seemed safe is shattered by a tragedy that is incomprehensible, except to Liz. So I'm going to leave it there. I like to go in as blind as possible because it's just kind of fun. It's like going on an adventure and you have no idea what's going to happen. And it's just more fun that way with that type of book for me. So that's what I'm into. That's what I recently bought. I keep my budget really tight with the books. But I'm always on the lookout for freebies and things like that. So if I come across some great deals or whatever, I'll share them here as well. All right, I think that's it from me for now. I'd love to hear what you're reading, watching, maybe the music you've been listening to lately. Just let me know down below. I'd love to have a little chat with you, and I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you are getting through this winter so far. It's been a really strange winter here. It was really warm for a couple of days, and it was throwing me off because I was like getting a little bit nostalgic for spring, but we're not even close. I hope you guys are having a great day or night, and until next time, cheers.